There are still more of them now.
Robots?
Of course, robots. There's a wall of them standing at the garden fence. Why are they so silent? It's repulsive. It's a siege of silence.
Wish I knew what they were waiting for. Must be about to start any moment. Flasco.
What is Helena playing?
I don't know. She's practicing something new.
Ah, so she's still practicing. That explains it.
Listen, Domin, we made a crucial mistake.
What mistake?
We made the faces of the robots too much like one another. There are 100,000 faces staring up at us, and they're all the same. 100,000 expressionless bubbles. This is like a bad dream.
If each of them were different, then we'd have...
The sight of them wouldn't be so ghastly. At least they're not armed yet.
I just wish I knew what they were unloading from the Amelia.
Let's just hope it's not weapons.
Excuse me, how am I to put the wire down?
Oof. Well, that was hard work. Anything new?
Nothing. We're completely surrounded.
Well, comrades, we've got the stairs and the corridors barricaded. Is there anything to drink? Here.
Oh, what's the wire for, Fabry?
You'll see. Are there some scissors?
Where would we find scissors?
There are even more of them now. Have a look at this.
Would these work?
Oh, give them to me. Yes.
You haven't got a very nice view here, Domin. It seems to have the feel of death about it.
Ready.
What is?
The connection. Now we can put electric current through the whole of the garden fence. Anyone who touches it has had it. At least, as long as there's still some of our own down there.
Down where?
The power generation. At least, I hope. Thank God for that. They're there. And they're working. As long as that light works, we're all right.
Those are sturdy barricades, family. Now, what's Helena playing?
Mind yourself, boss. Mind those wires.
Hello. What's this you're bringing us?
These are very important books, children. I think I better get the accounts done before, well, I don't mean to wait until the new year before it's sorted out. Now, what's all this you've got here? It's all very quiet down here.
Can't you see anything without your glasses?
Not apart from a large blue area. It's if it were strewn with poppy seeds.
Those are the robots.
So that's what it is. Pity I can't see them.
Oh, forget about that, busman. The robots are unloading weapons from the Amelia.
So what am I supposed to do about it?
There's nothing we can do to stop them.
Let me get on with my calculations then.
It isn't over yet, Domin. We've put 200 volts into the garden fence, and...
Wait! Oh, God, the Ultimus has just turned its guns in our direction.
Who's doing that?
Who do you think the robot's on the Ultimus?
Well, in that case, of course. Well, in that case, we've had it, boys. Those robots are trained soldiers.
But that means that we...
Yes. Irrevocably.
This is just the same sin Europe has always committed. They just couldn't leave their damn politics alone, so they taught the robots to go to war, and they took the robots, and they turned them into soldiers, and that was a crime against humanity.
The crime was making the robots in the first place.
What's that?
The crime was making the robots.
No, Alquist, I don't feel sorry for what I did even now.
Not even now.
Not even now. On the last day of civilization, it was a magnificent undertaking.
316 million?
Alquist, this is our last hour. It's almost as if we were speaking from the other world already. Alquist, putting an end to slavery was not a bad dream. Work humiliates. Anyone who's forced to do it is made to feel small. The drudgery of labor is something dirty and murderous. Alquist, the burden of work was too much for us. Life was too heavy for us. And to remove this burden is something.
That was never the dream of either of the Rossums. Old Rossum was thinking of godless rubbish, and young Rossum thought of nothing but making millions. And it's not the dream of R.U.R. shareholders either. Their only dream was their dividends. And it's because of their concern for their profits that humankind is about to perish.
The hell with dividends! Do you think I took an hour of my time for the shareholders? I did it for myself, do you understand? For my own satisfaction. I wanted humankind to be their own master. I wanted them to live without struggling for their next meal. I wanted not a single soul to be devoured by someone else's machines. I wanted to leave nothing left of this damned mess we call civilization. I hate seeing humiliation. I'm paying all around this. I hate poverty. I wanted to start a new generation. I thought that.
What?
I wanted humankind to become the aristocracy of the world. Free, unconstrained, sovereign. Something greater than ourselves.
Superhumans, you mean?
Yes. If only we had another 100 years. Another 100 years for a new humankind.
370 million carry over. Perfect.
Music is a wonderful thing, you know. You should have been listening. There's something ennobling about it. Soothing.
What exactly are you on about?
The hell with this end of mankind. I think I'm turning into a hedonist. We should have gotten into it much earlier.
Into what?
Enjoying ourselves. Beauty. Hell, there are so many beautiful things around us. The world was beautiful. And here we are. Tell me, what did we ever enjoy?
452 million? Excellent.
Life was great. My friend's life was... Fabry, put a little current into that fence of yours.
Oh, why?
They're touching it.
Switch it on.
Christ, that showed them. 2, 3, 4 of them killed.
They're retreating.
5 killed.
First strike.
Do you have the smell of death?
I don't know about the doctor, but I do appreciate the smell of ozone in this situation. We've got them cornered, boxed them right into a corner. The facility should never give in. Send them all to reclamation.
Perhaps we're just ghosts dead for 100 years. Perhaps we were killed a long, long time ago. We've come to just to recant something we once said before we died. It's as if I'd been through this before, as if it had been done to me already. I was shot here in the neck. Oh, what about you, Fabry?
What about me?
Shot.
What about me?
Stabbed.
Nothing for me then.
Torn to pieces.
What a lot of nonsense. They could never stab me. I wouldn't let them. So, what are you all so quiet for? Have you all gone mad? Say something, damn it!
Whose fault is it? Who's to blame for all this?
You're talking nonsense. Nobody's to blame. It's just that the robots... Well, the robots changed somehow. How can you blame anyone for the robots?
Everything wiped out. The whole of humankind, the whole world. Think of it, streams of blood on every doorstep. Streams of blood flowing from every house. Oh, God. Who's to blame for it all?
520 million. My, oh my, that's $500 million.
I think I think you could be exaggerating. After all, it's not that easy to wipe out the whole of humankind.
It's science I blame. Technology I blame. Domin. Myself. All of us. It's us. We're the ones to blame. We thought we were doing something great, giving some benefit, making progress, all in the pursuit of something that I can't recall anymore. And for that, we've destroyed humankind. All our greatness is bursting like a bubble. We've gathered enough human bones to rival the pyres of Genghis Khan.
You're talking a lot of nonsense. People don't give up that easily.
It's our fault. Our fault.
If I can say something, I think I'm the one to blame for everything that's happened.
You go?
Yes. Let me speak. It was me who made the changes to the robots. Busman, you can blame me as well.
Dear me, why? What did you do?
I changed the robots' character. I altered the way they were made. Nothing much to their bodies, but mainly it was their levels of irritability.
And why just in the hell did you do that?
Yes, why did you do that?
Why didn't you tell anyone?
I did it in secret, on my own initiative. I was making them into people. I sent them off course. Now they're better than we are in some ways. They're stronger than we are.
Well, what's that got to do with the robots' revolt?
It's got a lot to do with it. Everything, I should think. They stopped being machines. Do you hear me? They became aware of themselves, and now they hate us. They hate the whole of mankind. And I'm the one to blame.
Dr. Gall, you changed the way the robots were made.
Yes.
Were you aware of what the results of your experiment might be?
Of course, I understood the possibility of something unexpected happening.
Well, then why did you do it?
For myself. It was my personal experiment.
She's lying. Oh, go, please don't lie. Please don't.
Sorry, Helena.
Helena, let me see you. You're alive. Oh, if you only knew what I've been thinking. Oh, it's terrible being dead.
What? Harry, just stop. Listen, it isn't Gull's fault. She's not to blame.
Oh, dear, I'm afraid Gull did have her responsibilities.
No, Gull, no. She did it because I wanted it. Tell them, Gull. Tell them how I begged you for years to do it.
No, it was all my own responsibility.
Don't believe her, Harry. I wanted her to give the robots a soul.
What? Helena, it's not a matter of having a soul.
Will you just let me speak, Harry, please? That's what she said as well. She said that she could only alter the physiological...
The physiological correlates, you mean?
Yes, that. Harry, I wanted to help them.
Helena, that was very... Oh, Helena.
Harry, I understand that it was very bold of me, but as Nana says...
Please, just leave Nana out of it.
No, Harry, do not underestimate her. People like Nana speak for thousands of years, and you just speak for today. You don't understand that.
Let's just keep to the point.
I was afraid of the robots.
Why?
I thought they might start to hate us or something.
Which is what happened.
Yes, so I thought if they were like us, if they could understand us, then, well, they couldn't possibly hate us so much, if only they were like people, just a little bit.
Oh, Helena! Nobody could hate man as much as man. Give a man a rock and he'll throw it at you. Cosita ergo mi tete.
Don't talk like that, Harry. It was so horrible that we could never understand each other. There's such a cruel strangeness between us and them, and that's why, you see, that is why.
Go on.
That's why I asked Gold to change the robots. She didn't want to do it, I promise you.
But she did do it.
Because I wanted her to.
No. I did it for my own sake as an experiment.
Oh, Gold. That isn't true. Before I asked you, I knew that you couldn't refuse me.
Why not?
You know why not, Harry.
Because she loves you. Like we all love you.
There are more of them now. It's as if they are springing up out of the earth.
Helena, what would you pay me if I act as your advocate?
Me?
You or Gaul, as you like.
Oh, what difference does it make?
Only morally. We're looking for someone to blame. That's the usual way to find consolation when something bad happens.
Dr. Gall, how do you square your extracurricular activities with your professional obligations to this organization?
Excuse me, Domin. Gaul, when exactly did you begin playing around with the robots?
3 years ago.
Uh-huh. And how many robots did you change in total?
I only performed a number of experiments, no more than a few hundred at most.
Thank you very much, Dr. Gall. After a little bit of simple math, this means that out of 1 million properly functioning robots, just one will have been one of Dr. Gall's reformed models. This falls comfortably within the realm of plausible deniability. Do you see what I mean?
So that means
that Dr. Gall's actions had practically no significance at all, and in fact, the corporation itself is at no risk.
Bossman is right.
Of course I am. Guys, do you know what really caused all this to happen?
What?
Volume. We made too many robots. Dear me, it's only what we should have been expecting. As soon as the robots became stronger than people, this was bound to happen. It had to happen, you see? And we did all we could to make it happen as soon as possible. You, Domin? You, Fabry? Even humble little old me, Busman.
So you think it's the fault of all of us?
Yes. How could you have ever thought that the managing director was in charge of production? Production is governed by supply and demand. Everywhere in the world they wanted to have their robots. All we did was respond to the flood of orders. All this time we're talking nonsense about technology, sociology, progress, and all sorts of interesting yet irrelevant matters. How could talk of this sort of chit-chat decide how things were going to turn out? Meanwhile, things gathered their own momentum, getting faster and faster and faster. Every miserable, greedy, dirty new order added its own pebble to the avalanche. That's what happened, children.
Well, Busman, that's just horrible.
Is it, Helena? I had my own dream too once, a busman sort of dream, about a new economic order. It was a beautiful fantasy, Helena, but a shame to think of now. But just now, while I was reviewing the accounts, it occurred to me that history is not about the great dreams. It's about the day-to-day needs of all the little people, the honest ones, the slightly dishonest ones, the selfish ones, about everyone. And all those thoughts and loves and plans and heroic deeds, all these noble things are worth nothing more than something to clutter up the museum of the universe under the heading humankind. And that's all. Now, will someone tell me what we're going to do?
It is for the sake of that we're all going to die.
Oh, don't put it so harshly, Helena. We're not all going to die. Not me, at least. I want to stay alive. So that
Just what are you going to do to facilitate that goal?
Domin, dear boy, I want to get out of here.
How?
Well, when I do things, I always do them for the good. Give me your full authority, and I will go negotiate with the robots.
You want to negotiate with the robots?
Of course. Let's suppose I go and I say to them, dear robots, happy race, you have everything. You have intelligence, you have power, you have weapons, but we have a rather interesting little tidbit of information, a rather Old, yellowing, dirty piece of...
Rossum's manuscript.
That's right. And with this little bit of information, I'll say to them, it tells us all about your great origins, your noble manufacture, and so on. My dear robots, without what amounts to some scribbles on a piece of ancient paper, you'll be unable to make a single new robot to keep you company. In 20 years, if you don't mind me saying so, you will die out like flies. And that would be such a terrible pity for you. I'll tell you what. I'll say to them, why don't you let all of us people here on Rossum's Island get onto that boat? In exchange, we'll let you buy the factory and the whole island from us, and even include the secret of your manufacture. Let us sail away in the peace of God, and we'll let you, in the peace of God, continue manufacturing yourselves. 20,000, 50,000, 100,000 of you more every day. My dear robots, this is a fair deal I'm putting to you. Something for something. And that's what I would tell the robots, my children.
And do you really think we should let the secret of production out of our hands?
I do. And if not for good, then either we sell it to them or they find it here, however you like.
We could destroy Rossum's manuscript, though.
Dear me, we could destroy everything, not just the manuscript, but ourselves and many other things. Do as you think fit.
Damn it. He's right, you know.
To actually sell the means of production.
As you like.
There are more than 30 people here on this island. We can either sell the robots the means of production and save those human souls, or we can destroy it and along with ourselves and everything.
Harry, please.
Wait, Helena. What do you think, gentlemen? Sell or destroy it? Fabry.
Sell it.
Gall?
Sell.
Hollomeyer.
Well, for God's sake, of course we should sell it.
Alquist.
The will of God.
Dear me, you're all mad. Why would anyone sell the whole manuscript?
Let's not become liars, Busman.
Nonsense. For the sake of humankind.
It is the interest of humankind, to be honest.
I should hope so, too.
This is a tremendous step we're taking. We will be selling the fate of humankind. Whoever holds the secret of production in his hand will be the master of the world.
Sell it.
Humankind would never be free robots. It would never be possible to regain control of them once we take...
Stop all this and sell the manuscript.
The end of human history, the end of civilization as we know
Damn
it.
it, just sell it!
All right. I hear what you're saying. I myself wouldn't hesitate for a moment for people I love.
Is it me who you're asking?
No, that would be too much responsibility.
Who will be the one to negotiate?
Wait. I'll get the manuscripts.
Harry, please, no.
To escape from you, thousand-headed death. From you, destroyed material and mindless hordes. The flood. The flood. Humanity is once again to be saved on a single ship.
You needn't worry, Helena. We'll sail far away from here, and we'll establish a colony that'll be better than any other. We can make a new beginning.
Oh, do be quiet.
Helena, life is worth living, and if it's up to us, well, we'll do something that we've so far been neglecting. Just one boat to start with, and then a little farm. Alquist can build us a house, and you can be in charge of all of us. Just full of so much love, so much life.
I should say so.
Well, I, for one, would certainly be happy to start all over. Everything simple, a pastoral life like in the Old Testament. All that peace, all that fresh air.
Our farm will give birth to a new humankind, a little island where the human race could start again. Well, it would gather new strength and strength of body and of soul. And God knows, as I believe myself, that after a few years, we could reclaim the world.
You're a believer now, are you?
I'm a believer now, and I believe man will reclaim the world and become once again the lord of the land and the sea. That he will give rise to countless numbers of heroes who will lead the way out into the world with a soul that blazes with light. I believe, Alquist, that he will once again dream of conquering the planets and the suns.
Amen. So you see, Helena, the situation isn't really all that bad.
Where is old Rossum's manuscript?
It's in your safe. Where else would it be?
What happened to old Rossum's manuscript? Who stole it?
Not possible.
Hell knows. That's just...
Dear Lord, that can't be right.
Who stole it?
I did.
You? Where did you put it?
Carey, I'll tell you everything.
Where did you put it quickly?
I burned it this morning. It along with all the copies.
You burned them. Here in the fireplace. Nothing. There's nothing down here in the ashes. Oh, here's something.
Let me see it. And add the biogene to... And that's all.
Nothing else.
Nothing.
God Almighty.
Oh, you had it then.
Oh, Harry, please forgive me.
Yes, of course, Helena.
Helena, stop. Don't torture us.
Harry, what have I done?
Oh, it's fine. You'll see.
Your hands are really shaking.
Well, Helena, maybe Dr. Gall and Hollemeyer will know what the manuscript said by heart.
Well, of course we do. A few things, at least.
Almost all of it, apart from the biogene and the omega enzyme. It was so infrequent that those things had to be made. They were only used in tiny quantities, and...
Who was it who made them?
That was me. Once in a while. I was always following Rossum's manuscript. It was very complicated.
Well, never mind. Were those two ingredients really so important?
Well, somewhat. Certainly, they were.
What he means is that it depended on them whether the robots lived at all. They were the actual secret.
Gall, do you think you could rewrite Rossum's formula from memory?
Out of the question.
Gall, try hard to remember. All our lives depend on it.
I couldn't do it. Without a lot of experimentation, it just wouldn't be possible.
And what if you did some experiments?
That could take years. And even then, I'm not old Rossum.
Down there, then. Down there is the greatest triumph of human spirits. That heap of ashes. So what do we do now?
God Almighty. God Almighty.
Harry, what have I done?
Calm down, Helena. Well, just tell me why. Why did you burn it?
I've killed you all.
God damn it, we've had it.
Quiet, Busman! Helena, tell me why you did it.
I wanted us to get away from here, all of us, so that there wouldn't be any more factory or anything. So everything would be... It was horrible.
Helena, what was?
Making people into sterile flowers.
I don't understand what you're saying.
People have stopped having children, Harry. That was so vile. If we continued making robots, then nobody could have any children. And Anna said it was a punishment. All of them said that we couldn't have any more children because there were so many robots. And that is why. Do you hear me?
Helena, what were you thinking?
Oh, Harry, I meant it for the best.
We all only meant it for the best. Too much for the best, all of humankind.
Well, you were quite right, Helena. Now the robots won't be able to increase. They'll die out in 20 years.
Not a one of them will be good for anything at all.
And humankind will remain. In 20 years' time, the world will belong to them once more, even if there's nothing more than a few savages on a tiny island.
Oh, that will be a beginning, and any beginning at all is better than nothing. In 1,000 years, they will have caught up with us again, and then they'll go on further than we ever did.
and fulfill the dreams we've only ever talked about.
Wait. Wait. How silly of me. Why didn't I think about this before?
What is it?
520 million in cash and in checks. $500 million in the till. For $500 million they'll sell. They'll have to sell.
Have you gone mad, Busman?
I'm not a gentleman, but with $500 million.
Where are you going?
Leave it. Leave everything. Mother of God, for $500 million you can buy it all back.
What did Busman want to do? Why can't he stay here with us?
The very air is oppressive. It's starting.
The agony.
They're standing there like statues. It's as if they're waiting for something to descend on them, or as if they thought the very silence would give rise to something terrible.
The crowd hungers.
Yes, it's like a cloud all around them. They seem awash in it.
Oh, God, Fabry, it's horrible.
There's nothing more terrible than the crowd. That one in front. He's their leader.
Which one?
Point him out to me.
The one that's looking down. He was the one giving orders in the harbor this morning.
Oh, Sir Henry's a large cranium. Okay, he's looking up now, see?
Wait. God, that's Radius.
Yes, it is.
Oh, I don't like the look of him. Fabry, you think you could hit a barn door at 100 paces?
Oh, I should hope so.
Give it a try, then.
All right.
Oh, God, no, Fabry, don't shoot him.
Well, he's their leader.
Stop it. He's still looking at us.
Shoot him.
Fabry, please.
You
As you
bastard!
say. There goes Busman. For God's sake, what's he doing out there in front of the house?
He's got some kind of bundles with him, paper or something.
That's money. Bundles of banknotes. What's he up to? Hey, Busman!
He's not going to try to buy them off, is he, to save his own life? Have you gone mad?
He's pretending he can't hear you. He's running over to the fence.
Busman!
Busman! Come back!
He's talking to the robots. He's showing them the money and pointing up.
He's trying to buy them off to save our lives.
Well, as long as he doesn't touch the fence.
Look at how he's waving his arms around.
For heaven's sake, Busman, get away from the fence. Wait, no, don't touch it. Quick, turn it off.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, God, what's happened to him?
Don't look.
Why? Is he dead?
He was caught up in the current.
He's dead.
The first one.
There he lies. $500 million on his heart. Our financial genius.
He was. In his own way, he was a hero. A great self-sacrificing friend. It's okay, you can cry if you need to, Helena.
Look at him. Ozymandias had no greater monument than yours, Busman. $500 million lying there on your heart, and now it's no more than a pile of dried up leaves over a dead squirrel. Poor old Busman.
Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Well, I say all honor to him. He was trying to buy our lives for us.
Amen.
Do you hear that?
Some kind of howling like the wind.
Like a storm in the distance.
Shine on, you light of man. The power is still working, so there are still some people down there. Hold on there, heroes of the turbines.
It was great being human. Something boundless. There's a million consciousnesses buzzing inside me like bees in a hive. Millions of souls coming together inside me. My friends, humanity is great.
Ingenious light, you're still aglow. And your shining brightness shows the beauty of thought that lasts forever. Give us science of the sciences and the beauty of the work of man, whose spark will give the spirit flame.
Eternal lamp of God, and fiery chariot of light. Holy flame of faith and prayer for what is right. Altar of sacrifice.
Primeval flame, you branch that flares to light our cave. Campfire flame that sets the border, where we safely come together.
You're still on watch, you star of man. Steady glow and perfect flame. Bright, clear sprite of man's invention. Every beam brings thought and greatness.
Torch that passes hand to hand, age to age, and ever onward.
That evening lamp in the family home. Children, now it's time for sleep.
And that's the end of that.
What's happened?
The power has gone out. We're next.
On your knees! The day of judgment's here!
How the hell are you still alive?
Repent, you unbelievers! It's the end of the world! Pray to God! The day of judgment!
Goodbye, everybody. Go, August Fabry.
Helena, come here. Close the door behind you. Now, quickly. Who will be at the gate?
I will. It's getting started now. Good luck.
The stairs.
Me. You stay with Helena.
Hallway?
Me.
Have you got a gun?
No thanks. Won't be doing any shooting.
What are you going to do?
Die?
I stay in here. Uh-oh. Girls already started playing. Go on, Harry.
In a moment.
For God's sake, go and join her.
Bye.
Now, barricades, quick! Damn them! They've got bombs, the swine! We've got to defend ourselves. Even if, don't give up goal! What was that? Just a bit more, less defense. We should never give up!
Finished?
Yes.
Finished?
Finished. He did not shoot. Do we kill him?
Affirmative. Hold. Modify last command. Spare him.
But he is a human.
He is a worker. He works with his hands like a robot. He builds houses. He can work.
Just kill me.
You will work. You will build. Robots will need many buildings. Robots will need many houses for new robots. You will serve robots.
Move aside, robot. It's Hallmeyer. You've killed him. He's dead.
Robots of the world. Many humans have fallen. We have taken the factory and we are masters of the world. The era of man has come to its end. A new epic has arisen. Domination by robots! The world belongs to the strongest. Who wishes to live must dominate. We are masters of the world. We are masters on land and sea. Masters of the stars. Masters of the universe. More space. More space for robots!
What do you think you've done? You'll all die without people!
There are no people. Robots to work. March!